Welcome back, crafty friends. It's Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and today I am back with another video in the My First Junk Journal series. Today I'm going to attempt to decorate the inside pages and get them ready for my sentence a day or thought a day journal or diary. Now, I mentioned at the end of my last video, this might be the hardest part of this whole process. Just figuring out how I want to structure this and exactly what to use on each page. I'm going to show you a few of the items that I have that I'm thinking about putting on the inside pages. I did share these in my very first video in this series where I shared the products I had hauled for the junk journal, but if you haven't watched that, I'll do just like a quick peek at some of the things that I might be using. Besides, of course, my paper scraps that I have acquired during the cutting for the paper inside. So let's go ahead and look at that. I definitely from the beginning wanted to use a metallic gold accents in my journal. Lots of the things you'll see today will have those gold accents. This first item is a box of cards from American Crafts, and what I thought I might do with these is cut them in half and then write my journal entries on the inside of the card, so they'll just be tall and skinny, and then you still have the decoration on the front, but inside would be the journaling. These two little notepads are actually sticky notes, and these again will just be for journal entries. I got these, they were on mini clipboards at Walmart. I went ahead and picked up some 3x5 just blank index cards. I thought this would be easier than cutting down a whole bunch of my cardstock that I have. And last but not least, this cute little notebook. I know it's adorable, but I actually wanted it for the inside pages for the black lined paper. And here are just some odds and ends that I'm either going to use for decoration or like with these gift tags. I could actually have it so you can still flip it over to see the back, and I could do my journaling on these. These were from Hobby Lobby. They have the black and white stripes, and the very bottom stripe is gold metallic. I bought some small brass paper fasteners in case I want to stack something up or have a piece where you can move it out of the way, kind of like hidden journaling. And then I got some of the Project Life kits that had some of the same colors like pink, gold, the blues to decorate the inside pages. Wow, now that I'm trying to sit here and think about exactly where I want to start, yes, this is kind of the overwhelming point. I think what I might do is on the pocket pages, I'm not going to put any additional places for journaling. I might just decorate these, and then all the journaling for that page would just be on the cards inside. And then on the pages that are not a pocket, I will put some journaling spots and maybe just some very, very basic decoration. So I'm going to open up my Project Life kits and we'll see what we can do. This Project Life kit is called Mix and Match. Oh, to be continued. That might be fun for the very last page. And I think it actually might be fun to just take the paper off and use those little clips because those are kind of fun. Let's look at that. That would be very cute to like point to something. This one is called Lucky Charm. This was also from Walmart. And this final one was on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and this one was called Craft and Foil. So I don't think craft will really go with the feeling of this junk journal, but I like the little gold numbers here. like I told one of my viewers the other day who said she didn't know where to start or how to start, I said you just have to go for it. So I'm going to try to take my own advice and just try to go for it. And that's even hard for me to follow. Right now I'm going to work on just decorating the pockets. And then later I'll add the journaling spots to the non-pocket pages. Now the one thing I did know is I gotta find that to be continued. Yes. This I know that I can go ahead and put in the back right now. So let's do that. I'm going to use one of my pattern paper strips and I'm going to kind of make it into a washi tape, I think. Yay, one page done. And here we go. Alright, so off to the side in here, I set some acetate cards aside that I definitely think will be great to use. BU, this happened, this, and today. And what I'm going to do here is the back of these cards have another pattern on them. So I'm going to flip them over because I actually think the patterns on the back go better with my paper. I went over and grabbed some of my washi tape that has gold accents. Most of it I just did white and gold, but then I also grabbed this pink and gold. And that's how I'm going to be putting down the acetate pieces that are smaller. I think for the larger cards I will just use my pattern paper strips, but for these I'm going to use some washi that I have. This is actually going to be too wide. Since on the back card I adhered it to the 6-inch side, this time will be the 4, so I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Okay, so my first pocket is done. Yay! There's the front and the back. The next page is not a pocket page, so I'm going to skip that and move on to the next one. I had one viewer leave a comment on one of my videos that even though I'm calling it a junk journal, mine doesn't look very junky, and she is pretty much right. So I did reply and I'm like, you're right, and I explained how when I first started this I was definitely going to do a shabby chic, found items, but then I realized, you know what, that's not my style and I wanted this to look like me. So I think this is my version of shabby chic, but I'd have to say it's more of a clean and simple shabby chic. What I'm going to do here, because this card is a 4x6 and it reads horizontally, it's not really going to fit on a pocket. So I'm going to cut this in half to 3x4. And I am going to go ahead and round the edges. I do have the corner rounder that goes with the Project Life kit, so this will ensure that I have the same rounding. And now I have made 2 cards out of the one that I can use. I did go ahead and put adhesive on the back of those, but just to tie in the rest of the pages, I am going to use some washi on my little circle die cut up here. Since this card is too wide, what I think I'll do is trim it down closer to the wreath in the middle and then do the corner rounding again so I can just put it over here. Here I'm going to use one of my leftover strips from the pattern papers. I'm just going to cut a little bit and put it behind the open spot of this one-of-a-kind die cut card just to help the sentiment stand out. Just want to pause for a minute and say, wow, my junk journal is not really junky. My desk right now definitely is. And you might be able to tell from what you can see, but what you can see, multiply it by 10 by what you can't see around it. But that's the way I create, and I can always clean it up. This little tag says, remember that one time in gold foil. I know it's probably hard to see on the camera. This little journaling spot says a note for you, and I thought the You Are Awesome card would go with it well. Not that I'm trying to brag about myself, because I'm not, but sometimes you just need a reminder that you are pretty darn cool and you do some great things. Because I think all of us have greatness in us. Oops, I just realized this should have went over here. So maybe I'm not so awesome. My Hello Sunshine card was over my pocket notch just a little bit, so I'm going to fix that. I'm going to make some 3x4 spots out of this. This little tag says, remember that one time. Thank you for staying and watching my whole process here uncovering the pocket pages. The pocket that I'm covering now is the 13th and final pocket in my junk journal, and when I stood up to see how my camera was doing, I noticed that I had a low battery and it shut off on me. So I did not get to do a flip through for this video of each page, but you did get to see me decorate it. If you did enjoy this little process video, I hope you will give me a thumbs up. If you're a returning viewer and subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back. If you're new to my channel and you would like to know when I upload more videos, including more in this junk journal series, I hope you will hit the subscribe button below. My next video will probably be me going through and starting to put in some of the journaling spots for my daily entries. I may not decorate the entire book ahead of time, but I'm definitely going to get some ready for probably the next week so I can start recording. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a crafty day. Bye-bye.